Welcome to Batavia Spotlight, where we get to know more about community organizations and businesses here in Batavia and in our local communities. I'm Ellen Huxtable, your host. Today, our first guest is going to be Caroline Olinger, who is the owner of Seniors Helping Seniors. So, Caroline, welcome to Batavia Spotlight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Can you tell us all about your business now?
Certainly. I own Seniors Helping Seniors of Fox Valley. It's a senior in-home care agency where I hire seniors to help other seniors stay in their homes as long as possible, and we help with those activities of daily living such as companionship, meal prep, maybe laundry, transportation to the local doctor's office, or perhaps shopping to get groceries, and a number of other things that help those seniors stay comfortably in their homes.
Who qualifies as a senior? How old do you have to be a senior?
Well, to be a receiver of our services, it's a wide range. It can be as young as 50 and as old as 95. That's the range I've encountered so far, but there really is no hard and fast rule on that. But generally, keeping with the model, I look for that 50-ish on up. And to be a provider, a caregiver or helper, I look for someone who's usually a retiree, looking for some part-time work and would love to still work with members of the community part-time. And I do pay my helpers, so that's good to know. And that's what I look for, is that retiree with the big heart who wants to help others. And that too can range significantly. It can be someone in their 40s, perhaps, a little younger, a little older. I have quite a range already.
Now, you were telling me earlier that there's something unique about your group of helpers and your staff.
Yeah, I think so. The helpers that we have, and it's indicative by the name Seniors Helping Seniors. It's a peer-to-peer model in which a more mature helper is assigned and works with a senior in the community. And it's just a tremendous opportunity for the two individuals to bond and build a relationship, because to me this whole concept is about a relationship and providing the service that individual needs. But one of our mottos is it's a way to give and receive, and that is really means that the helper, as much as the receiver, get rewards from serving one another. And that's the beauty of this model. But also what's unique is I have male helpers. So I have a lot of gentlemen on my team, which is fairly unique to this type of agency, and they are fabulous. And it can be handyman things, as well as personal care and companionship, and they're wonderful.
So some of the things we don't normally think about are things like changing a light bulb, maybe, or moving something that's lightweight, but the person just can't quite make it by themselves.
They just need that little bit extra help. And both my male and female helpers can do that, but the gentleman helpers bring that extra dynamic that sometimes a male receiver would prefer to have another gentleman in the home as a buddy or a friend. So that's what's kind of neat. It's really fun to watch.
That is great. So how did you get started in this?
Well, I was actually in the Navy first, and I should back up a little bit. I grew up in St. Charles. I'm the daughter of Mary and Floyd Carlson, lifelong teachers. My mom in St. Charles, and my father was Swede Carlson. Taught here at Batavia High School for almost 30 years.
Oh my goodness.
Coach, and the Carlson Invitational was named after my dad. And so my connection here to Batavia is very strong, very proud of that. And I live here now. After serving almost 30 years in the Navy. I retired in 2013, took some time off, but wanted to do something that brought some value to my community, which is now Batavia and the Tri-Cities. And my husband actually brought home an article about Seniors Helping Seniors that I read, and it was just an epiphany. I felt like I went from sailors to seniors with that peer-to-peer concept, because we had that in the Navy as well, and it just seemed to fit. I wanted to help others. I can help seniors who want to work with seniors who need the help, And at the same time, I felt like I was contributing to the community in a very positive way. So I kind of feel like I'm carrying on my parents' legacy in a way here in Batavia. So it just felt right. It still feels right. I've been doing this for a year and 1 month.
Happy anniversary.
So not a lot of time, but I've been learning something new every day about not only helping others, but trying to be a business owner. Which is not easy for anyone out there listening.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge, but I like what I'm doing. I'm learning every day, and I hope I'm bringing some value to the community.
Great.
So.
Now, what is your service area? Where can people be in order to receive your services?
My service area, this is a franchise, so my service area is really North Aurora all the way up to Huntley. And as far east as Route 59, and as far west as Route 47. So I kind of have this long corridor, and I wanted to be near the Fox Valley River, literally. Because
and you are.
And I am, because I wasn't going to do this if I couldn't do it on my home turf, near the river, and hence the title, Seniors Helping Seniors of Fox Valley.
Great.
Because I wanted to be close to my roots.
So now if somebody is looking for help for a senior, or they are a senior, they want a little bit of extra help, or they want to be one of your assistants, one of your helpers, how do they contact you?
Yeah, fabulous. I'm glad you asked, because I'm always looking for helpers. So if you're out there, you want some part-time work, big heart, I do pay my helpers. You can call me at 630-937-4246. And then I have a website, www.seniorshelpingseniors.com/Fox Valley.
Well, Caroline, thank you so much for being with us today, and I hope that this is going to be helpful to a lot of the people in the community.
I hope so.
And we will be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Kane and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
The Kane County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation. Nature. The arts. Specialty shops. Restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate, meet friends, unwind.
See you downtown.
Welcome back. Our next guest is Amy Broman, who is the Promotions Director for the Kane County Cougars. Well, Amy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
So tell us about the Cougars.
Well, the Cougars are located right in Geneva, very close by to probably everyone watching.
Yes.
We've been here this is our 26th season.
Happy anniversary.
In Kane County. Thank you so much. So we feel like we're a vested part of the community, and we offer a lot of really fun things for families to do during the summer.
What are some of the special things that you have?
We have so many things. Prior to our Saturday games, we have concerts that families can enjoy, and it's included with the price of the ticket.
That's a benefit.
Oh yeah, you get to come out and see a great baseball game. And in addition to that, we kind of cater toward entertaining the crowd in between innings. So we have all kinds of contests and fun things going on during the games, giveaways, a kid zone area for kids to play that has a playground as well, inflatables, games. We have fireworks after our Thursday through Saturday games.
I didn't know they were 4 times a week.
Yes.
Or 3 times a week. That's amazing. That's great.
It's amazing. It's fun. And it's all included with the price of your ticket. So if you're looking for something fun to do during the summer, it's a great option.
Absolutely. So tell us about something about the team. Now tell us about the team and the league they're in and where some of these players end up.
Sure. So the players themselves are actually signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. They are our major league affiliate. They work their way through the minor league system, and their dream is to, of course, make it into the MLB, into Major League Baseball. Currently, they're with the Diamondbacks. They could get traded along the way, but that is the goal. Kane County is part of the Midwest League, and it's teams from the general Midwest area, and they travel around by bus for their away games, and if they're not at home playing, usually they're on the road playing. They have a very, very busy schedule, but they're looking to develop and grow and hopefully achieve their dreams.
Well, now a lot of Cougars have made it to the major leagues, and some of them have had really impressive careers out there.
Yeah.
So this is actually a time that people can go and see players, and some of them are going to be big name stars and in the World Series and everything else. And so this is an opportunity to see them before they get to the major leagues.
Absolutely. You can see them. We do autographs on Sundays with the players, and most games post-game autographs in our team store as well. So if fans are looking to try and get them to sign something before they make it big, it's a great opportunity.
Absolutely.
And you can definitely track their progress on our website, kccougars.com, as well as our social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whole 9 yards.
Absolutely. And so tell us a little bit more about some of the specifics on some of the events. You have dress-up days that people are looking like all sorts of different things out there.
Yes, we have theme nights, which are a lot of fun. They are geared toward kids usually, and it's a great opportunity to come out and you can dress up. A lot of our in-between innings promotions have to do with that theme. Our video board content and some of the clips we play will have to do with that theme. Music will have to do with that theme. Even our post-game fireworks show oftentimes will be themed according to whatever that theme night is.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, you also have, besides individual tickets and bringing out the family, you have opportunities for groups to go out there as well.
Absolutely. So we have in-game opportunities for groups, and we also have outside events as well.
Oh.
So it could be a business, a corporation, sometimes even local baseball organizations or leagues will rent out our facility if it's a non-game day, or even during a game day. It makes a really great outing for your business or corporation so that you can come, you can even do a meeting ahead of the game, you have catering options for food and beverage, and then take your employees out to show them you appreciate them and enjoy the game.
And once in a while you're even able, I know it can't be too often, but you're even able to rent out the field itself for some of the big tournaments, for some of the local younger children's leagues that are out there.
Yeah, if anyone has questions about that, they can always call our offices. We actually just hosted Relay for Life last weekend, so that was a great outside event that we do.
So you do outside events, people can have their business meetings with you as well. Even if it's not a game day, you have the suites that are rentable, and I know you also have another room that is more of a meeting room that you have there.
Yeah, we have conference rooms, we have individual suites for smaller groups, we have a super suite which expands and holds a large number of people, we have party decks, and then we also have our outfield deck areas that can accommodate very large groups. So kind of something for everybody.
Absolutely. And then also I know that for some of the major holidays, you have special dinners and things that you set up.
Absolutely, we do. We have Father's Day coming up, and we always have some great events there. We're going to have a July 3rd picnic that will be coming up.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got some special deck party opportunities for some of our bigger theme nights like Princesses and Pirates, Frozen, superheroes. So all of those exciting things have a lot of different fun events and special unique opportunities for fans.
So especially if your family or your kids are into Frozen or into Pirates, this is absolutely the time to bring them out.
For sure.
Be with other people that have the same loves and interests that they do.
Yeah, it's a good bonding experience, and it's a great way to just get outside and enjoy the summer.
Now, once in a while it rains on you guys, so we You have to find ways around those terrible rainy days that you have once in a while.
We do, yes. Usually we'll go into maybe a short rain delay if it rains a little bit. We might cover the field with the tarp, but then we try and get the game back on as often as we can and do our best to accommodate fans. We do have a concourse with an overhang area. If you're up in the suites, you have indoor and outdoor options, so a little rain never hurt anybody.
So if it's raining a little bit, it's no reason not to come out. There's places to go. You can wait a few minutes for the game to start again.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the concerts that you have, those are really, they're full concerts. They're not just a 5 or 10 minute thing.
Nope.
It's a nice full show and opportunities to have something out there to eat or to drink.
Yep, you come out, it's prior to the start of the game. It's in our music garden, which is in the back behind the outfield decks. You can bring blankets, chairs, enjoy a little bit of music before you head in for the game. And it's a great time for everybody. Lots of different types of bands and different types of music. So we would recommend that fans check out our website where we have the full listing of concerts and you can see what might appeal to you the most.
It's absolutely great. So now if people want to make reservations for their group or to buy tickets in advance, how do they get a hold of you? How do they find the Cougars?
The best source of information is definitely our website, kccougars.com. It has anything you could ever want to find on there. If you don't have the time to poke around or maybe don't have access to the internet, you can always call our offices. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, and that's 630-232-8811. And if you're not calling during the week, you can always leave us a voicemail and we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible.
Well, thank you so much for giving us more information on the Cougars. It's time to go out and enjoy the ballpark and enjoy the team.
Yeah, get some sunshine.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ellen.
And we will return right after a few messages from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Tom Wangler, President of Confident Air. Regular maintenance can prolong the life of your furnace and keep your energy costs to a minimum. Plus, there's less of a chance of a breakdown on a cold winter night. Your furnace needs proper care and attention to keep it running smoothly, so you don't end up paying too much for heating during the cold winter months, or worse yet, with deadly carbon monoxide poisoning. We recommend an annual inspection to ensure safe operation. Confident Air, your trusted home comfort professionals since 1992.
The Drendel and Jansen's Law Group has practiced law in Aurora since 1961 and in Batavia since 1994.
We focus our energy on representing people and businesses and families in the local community.
We represent clients in Kane and surrounding counties in matters ranging from divorce to wills, business law to zoning.
We focus our efforts on planning and working towards positive resolutions for businesses and families.
When clients need someone to fight for their interests, we're ready, willing, and able to act as aggressive advocates to protect their interests.
Drendel and Jansen's Law Group with offices in Batavia and Aurora and located on the web at batavialaw.com.
The Kane County Chronicle is your best source for news and information in print and online in the Tri-Cities and Caneland.
This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country. This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
This is Chronicle Country.
Downtown Batavia, always moving by nature. Recreation. Nature. The arts. Specialty shops. Restaurants and services. Downtown is everyone's neighborhood. Come, celebrate, meet friends, unwind.
See you downtown.
Our next guest is Michelle Meyer, the Executive Director of Mutual Ground. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Ellen.
So tell us, what is Mutual Ground?
So Mutual Ground is an organization that's been around actually for 41 years now.
Oh my gosh.
And our mission is to provide information, education, and life-changing services to individuals, families that are victims of domestic violence and sexual assault in our community.
So is this a residential program, or is this an outreach program? What is your structure?
That's a good question. We actually take a three-pronged approach to ending the cycles of domestic and sexual abuse, and those begin with prevention. Then we also have intervention and ongoing services. In our prevention program, we're actually in about 80 schools providing prevention education programs for kids as little as preschool all the way up to seniors in high school. And in the little kids classes, we talk about personal body safety. We practice screaming no if somebody touches them inappropriately, and who is a trusted adult that they would talk to if they needed to. When we get into junior high and high school, we're talking about dating violence and sexting and cyberbullying. And then we have what's called private room afterwards, where if a child wants to come and talk to us about something that may be going on with them, we are there for them to talk to them in that respect. And then when we get into our intervention services, we have a 28-bed, 7-crib shelter on our property in Aurora, and that's open 24/7. We have 2 crisis hotlines. We go to court with victims of domestic violence and sexual assault and help them with protective orders and navigating the criminal justice system. And then we also do emergency crisis counseling and advocacy for those victims. Another thing that we do is we respond to area emergency rooms when victims present there. So we're at Copley, Delnor, and Mercy. 24/7 we're available, and we use volunteers to help us with that program. They go through a 60-hour training to be on call to respond to a hospital emergency room when the nurses call us and tell us that there's a victim there of domestic or sexual violence. So that kind of encompasses our intervention services. And then we have ongoing services, which are basically helping people to continue to live a happy, safe life by continuing counseling, whether that's on an individual basis or in group.
So do you use lots of volunteers, or how big is your staff?
So we have just under 50 employees at Mutual Ground. And because we run 24/7, we have 3 shifts. And then we have just under 50 volunteers as well that, like I said, have been trained 60 hours, and they're able to work directly with the clients that we serve, either on our hotlines or being on the calendar for responding to hospital emergency rooms or childcare or anything that we need them for, essentially. Now, if somebody wants to volunteer for us and they don't have the time to go through the 60-hour training, they can still volunteer for us. There's a million other things that they can do. We are on a big grounds in Aurora, and so we always need help with our grounds. We also need help with fundraising committees and just getting out in the community and spreading awareness for us.
How do people find you? How do your clients find you and the services you offer?
So we have a presence on the web. We're mutualground.org. We also have a Facebook page that people can go to. But the majority of our clients, people that come to us for services, are actually referred to us by the police departments and hospitals. Friends refer friends to us. I think the biggest thing we want to get out there to people is that we are not just a shelter. If anybody wanted to call us at any time and just ask a question, they could. Our crisis lines are open 24/7. They're not monitored or anything like that. And some people just need to call and ask to see if a situation they're in, if it's not feeling right, just to run it by to somebody to see, hey, is there some resources available to me? This doesn't feel right. And then we can get them in for counseling. And because all of our services are completely free and confidential, anybody can come and seek the help that they need at any time.
So how are you funded then?
That's a good question, too. While it is free for the clients to receive help, it is not free for us to give that help.
Right.
And so, unfortunately, a third of our budget comes from the state of Illinois. So that's been a bit of a problem for us lately. So we're really, really encouraging people to call their legislators and inform them that, you know, there could be possibly programs closing at some point if we don't get a budget here soon. Otherwise, we do a lot of fundraising. And we have 2 main fundraisers each year, one during Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is in October, and one during Sexual Assault Awareness Month, which is in April. And so we just had that one that was called Food for Thought, and that was at the Auburn Fisherman's Inn, and it was very successful, and we had multiple restaurants coming out and providing tastings of their food. And
I missed it, darn.
Yeah, it was very fun. And then our Walk for Hope this year is going to be at Blackberry Farm. Out at kind of the west side of Aurora. That usually brings about 300 people to that event. You know, it's also a great place for people to come and get together, especially if they have a loved one who's dealt with domestic or sexual violence. It's a great place to come and get together with other people that are also feeling that same pain. But it's also a place for us to raise awareness and raise some much needed funding.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so also recently we have moved into Batavia.
Okay.
So we have a Batavia counseling office now that is open twice a week, right over here on Wilson at the Bethany Church, the old school building, right next to Elder Day. And we are really happy to be able to do that. Batavia area had expressed a need for that type of service, and we were able to provide that those 2 days a week. But actually, she's starting to run a waiting list now. So those services are very needed, and we hope at some point to be able to expand the amount of time we can spend out there doing counseling.
So what are the qualifications for somebody to come to you and seek assistance? Is there a geographic limit that you are bound to, or how do people?
Yes. So we cover the southern portion of Kane and all of Kendall County. So we go up to Geneva. So any Geneva residents, Batavia residents, North Aurora, and then we have like Elburn, Sugar Grove, Montgomery, and then all the rest of Kendall County we serve. So we are the sole provider of this comprehensive service of domestic violence and sexual assault services in the area.
So that's a big service area you have.
It is. So we are very busy all the time. And we actually just expanded we have an office in the Kendall County Courthouse now where we're able to provide better services there. And we're looking to expand into Yorkville further with another counseling office so that we can kind of hit the northern service area with Batavia office and then Yorkville for our Kendall County outreach.
So if somebody wants to get in touch with you because of their own situation or the situation of a loved one, or if they want to volunteer for you, how do they get in contact with you?
So they can either go to our website, which again is mutualground.org, or they can call us. Our office number is 630-897-0084. And if they wanted to volunteer, they would call and they would ask for Julie Judd. She is the Volunteer Services Director, and so she coordinates all of that. And we would love to have more volunteers because that actually is what keeps us moving forward and allows us to do a lot more work than we could if we didn't have them. So, we're very blessed to have the volunteers we have, but we could always use more.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for tuning in to Batavia Spotlight. Remember, you can watch us on Comcast Channel 17, ATT Uverse Channel 99, or on our website, www.mybatv.com. I'm your host, Ellen Huxtable, and we'll see you again next time. If you have any questions or comments, please contact us at 630-937-5413 or email us at info@mybatv.com. And have a wonderful day.